A couple of months ago, I was asked to do a TEDx in South Africa. I was excited and honored. Along with 100 different experiences, I learned that over 400 million people in Africa don't have water. On my flight back, I just had this spiritual experience that said, you know what? I'm going to try to do something about it. And of course, I had all the voices like most people do. The problem's too big, and Joe, what could you possibly do? And, you're a drop in the bucket, and there's so many scams. But I thought to myself, you know what? There's got to be a solution. So I started to look. I went online and I met a gentleman on LinkedIn, and he was asking for $50. I said, you know what? What the heck? Why not? $50. And I said that money, I learned how to do it, and I started to learn how small the world really was. Within 5 minutes, this man had my $50. Within 3 hours, he had created a video and sent me a thank you message for 22 young orphans thanking Uncle Joe with a picture, my picture. I was blown away. I learned in that moment how and why my gut has continued to say to me, we are the generation of change. This era is different than any other era in mankind. And why is that? There's more wealth than ever before. The technology brings the world and makes it a small place. The transfer of funds from country to country happens in 5 minutes. Communication from around the world makes it as if they're next door. So every one of the different components that I used to hesitate with, now because of technology, it's removed. And the last thing I learned is that there are tens of thousands of people that over the past 10 to 15 or 20 years, they've been spiritually inspired to be on the ground, pursuing solution with prolonged passion. Today, it only takes somebody a very short amount of time, if you're drawn to do it, to give back and to make a difference. $50. I gave $50, which saved the little girl's arm. It was broken. She hadn't got medicine for it. Eventually, they had to cut it off. Spoke with that little girl a month later. She didn't understand anything I was saying, but I could tell in her eyes and in her heart and in her smile how grateful she was. She didn't speak my language. Her eyes certainly did. I call us the generation of change, all of us, because everything is different today. Technology, wealth, prolonged passion for people on the ground. Anybody that wants to take a new action, to give back just a little bit more, now has the availability to change the lives of others, and as a consequence, feel an experience of grace in your own heart that only God can describe.